With that being said, everybody, we move into the last one-on-one of the day. Of day 1 of 5 here in the W3Champions finals. It is the higher seed HawK versus the one who defeated Johnny Cage just a second ago. And that is LawLiet. These two, of course, know each other for quite some time. I think for seven years have been on offline tournaments together. No big surprise there. Now, they're facing each other. LawLiet, in the meantime, also 30 years old already. Was casting quite a bit recently. WSB and African Warcraft League, I guess, is what he was casting. And now he's back to playing and maybe showing us again his Warden skills as we start where we ended up before. Amazonia. Let's go.
Worth noting that HawK probably watched very closely the last series between Johnny Cage and LawLiet in preparation, so he's probably expecting the Warden here, and he may be vetoed accordingly. He still wants to go to Amazonia, obviously, but maybe he vetoed something a little bit different from Autumn Leaves as well. Maybe not, though. I didn't see the vetoes. I don't really know.
There's a sheet for that, but I don't have it open just yet. We do have a very big switch up here, as LawLiet is not going for the Warden. He has more weapons up his sleeve. He's going for the Keeper of the Groove, baby.
Almost lost his Ancient War, but he's a professional. We're all professionals here. We all know what's going on. I know the map. I know the map vetoes perfectly, actually. I'm just psyching you guys out, you know? So he'll get away with it. He'll get level 2. And like you said earlier, at the beginning of the last map on Amazonia, the last game on Amazonia, level 3 on the Keeper. One of the easiest in the entire game. But that's also true with the Archmage of HawK.
I wonder if Mr. Remo Demo wants to cast again.
I don't know. We've been all over the place, so I've just been jumping in at random points. I don't even know what our count is at for who's casted what. I was DCing and stuff, so we could do whichever.
I'm fine. Yeah. I'm fine backseating this one.
All right. Backseat Neo. Every time I stream, he's always in my chat. Why'd you only call 5 militia? That's a 6 militia camp. What are you doing? Why don't you get the heal scrolls? Control the shop. There's only one shop on Echo Isles. What are you doing? You gotta get over there. That's why I don't stream ladder games anymore, because Neo always backseating. Guys.
That's a freaking lie!
Yeah, that's a very egregious lie. I don't know if Neo said a word. I could go /user in my stream to see if he's ever actually typed in my stream. I don't think he has. Keeper, harassing. Pretty good. A lot of footmen going to go down. Is it Treants level 2? It's Entangle level 2, which is the wiser choice. But maybe with Treants level 2, we could have gotten some of these peasants.
Hey, get some good bonus experience from these detonates as well. That's why you got the level 3. And is it just me, or is HawK, did he creep this kind of late? Normally he's supposed to be over at the expansion earlier than the night of having finished the kobolds, aren't you? I mean, LawLiet is the master of creeping and all that, but
yeah, maybe LawLiet was just a bit quicker just overall, because I don't think HawK did a bad route or anything. Maybe he was just slightly slow and LawLiet was slightly faster.
Yeah, it did take him a whole bunch of mana on the Keeper to get that level 3, so he couldn't harass with that many spells. Seeing the Hunter's Hall coming up and the counter expansion, Tree of Life. Very, very standard so far.
Oh, archers. They find a timing. Ooh, that's a canceled Arcane Tower. Staff in as well. This is an excellent play from LawLiet. The Archmage sniffs it out, but still, this tower, I don't think 5 peasants save it. No, definitely cannot. And worth noting, the last time LawLiet on Amazonia, of course, he delayed his tech a ton. Whereas this game, he's not going for those Huntresses before teching. He's going to have the counter expansion and the tier 2 online really, really early. Maybe this is even a Naga sort of game. Although Panda is kind of too tempting to not go for, I suppose.
There's quite a few units going down here for HawK. When's he going to be able to start his tech? It's taken a while. The good thing on this map is there's a Shredder available. In fact, it's already available. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for it yet. We see LawLiet with that Panda. All the archers are pretty hurt already, though.
And the expansion about 70% done. The lore's on the way up as well. And now maybe LawLiet also has to go for his own shredder. Both players should, and that could also help in the defense right now for HawK, as do the militia that are called. That archer actually even gets away. Really nice micro, but you can't save the panda if there's that many units blocking it. Might be going down. He would love to use all of his mana, of course, if he is going to die, but no surround re-attempted from HawK. We were just saying that earlier on TS. He doesn't go for a lot of surrounds.
Yeah, only very few humans do. This panda should have been trapped right there, but somehow gets out. And he's gonna have 2 more bursts of fire. Gonna burn some more footmen. Oh boy. It's looking like a painful game for HawK already.
Well, Arcane gets up. Nice little deny on the next breath. Staff out. I don't know if he's going to make it. One more attack. He gets out. Unbelievable timing for LawLiet. That one last fireball was in the air when he got away. And he had about 29 health, so I think it would have gone down. Really nice calculation from LawLiet. Through and through, he has yet to lose a unit. He didn't even lose that archer earlier.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Cool play here so far by LawLiet. He's the one with the shredder. Dryad's about to come. I love the shop timing. Just as daytime's about to hit, to go for moonstones, to go for clarities. Question is how many of those will be able to afford, with also bears being part of the plan. But HawK realizes there's going to be creeping happening on the other side, and now it's his time to be aggressive, and LawLiet all of a sudden finds himself in trouble.
Yeah, really, really nice timing on the creep jack from HawK. Of course, very telegraphed from LawLiet. He only had one play really to go for. With the kobolds in the middle being gone, you're not going to go for the shop at this timing. So HawK punishes it. The panda's getting quite low. I believe that was 2 archers also falling. The keeper also getting quite low. And if there's no bears out, which there isn't yet, only Dryads on the way, the moonwells are almost dry. And if HawK continues this sort of pressure, as he actually gets the surround on the rock golem, that's a nice consumable to steal away, he can just continue this pressure.
I'll try to steal with the treants. That would have been cool, but last it goes to HawK. And so does the item. Big mana potion. Hallelujah. The shredder even has to come in to defend here. The panda in trouble again. Just barely was able to make it out before. LawLiet with a super early abolish. I love that. I feel like many Nileds are way too greedy, going 4 or 5 Dryads before abolish here. LawLiet 1 Dryad into abolish right away. You want to be able to take out these allies as quickly as you can.
Yeah, more Dryads coming out as well. That's going to help, especially against that greater mana. Or else, if there wasn't that many Dryads with Abolish, maybe HawK pops the greater mana and continues the pressure with a second hero soon enough. But, of course, the issue still remains that it's a Tier 2 Night Elf army. No way to heal up these heroes. That's why the Moonstone was used. And the Town Portal will be forced thanks to that Entangle. And finally, the expansion has rooted, and the expansion will be cleaned up.
Tier 3 beginning, as also right now we are in the first Moonstone phase. He's gonna deny the panda. Oh wow. To be able to revive him for 170 gold. That does make sense. The Moon Juice, a very important resource here that's still very low for LawLiet.
Yeah, I think that is really the only way to play this. I mean, I suppose he could have crept the panda and waited for the first bear that would have, close to 2 rejuves. But it's all right. The panda's going to be back very, very soon. And in the meantime, the Dryads are going to scout. They can be active on the map because there's obviously no ensnare, no real way to catch them out of position. So LawLiet's going to try to buy enough time to get the panda back, and then he can eventually creep to level 3.
Oh, some good experience right here. Oh, give me that juice. It's the keeper getting level 4. And with that now, treants can be a serious threat with the tower situation in the main. Only 2 towers. With a whole bunch of treants, this could be perhaps a point of weakness. As we also see. The Blood Mage second. Blood Mage can be very good in the late game if he gets level 3, level 4 for that Flame Strike Siphon combo. But again, on this map, it's pretty damn hard to creep, especially if you're the fast expanding player.
Yeah, and this is HawK immediately breaking upkeep to 51. This probably means he's going to try to break up to 65, 70 and go for that big push towards the expansion of LawLiet. And you know what? LawLiet's Tier 3 was delayed for so long that this sort of a timing could work very well if there is just Dryads, if there is no Panda level 3, which it's going to be difficult for him to creep that Panda to 3 at this point without another big camp. So this timing could be very strong. The Blood Mage would love to get level 2, and a Heal Scroll would love to be purchased, but might be stolen. At least one of 2 is stolen by LawLiet, and the other one goes to, or will eventually go to, HawK. But still a nice attempt from LawLiet there to get both.
He's calling the boys. This seems to be a rather early push. Militia on the way with the first mortar team. Second attack upgrade already, though. Panda, close to 3. He's got the Scourge Bone Chaps. If LawLiet can save himself here to 70 plus supply, he's probably going to be looking good. HawK playing what almost looks like an all-in here with this aggressive movement.
Master Training's on the way. About another 30 seconds before the first couple of bears are actually online. AP being constructed. Ancient War is also there as well as a Shredder and a single Moonwell. So LawLiet is fortifying the expansion. The boys were called just to take that short fight. HawK is going to delay it to the standard timing. But the first breakers are coming. And normally that means you're ready to fight when you have your first couple of breakers. But LawLiet's only getting stronger. He's going to have his orb in a second, and that's going to be a big upgrade.
I was quite impressed earlier with Fortitude, who played just a very basic kind of human game. Fast expo, 80 supply, big army, heal scrolls, go push, and try to win with slow. No mortar teams, no tier 3, no nonsense. Here we do have mortar teams, which of course gives a lot more base push option. But I feel like mortar teams only really work well if the Night Elf is messing up slightly. Of course, it's easy to just not move your Dryads and then take the full damage. But LawLiet is very careful with how he's playing these Dryads as well. Ancient of War, buying time. Water Elementals are going to give more experience.
The Panda still has a tiny bit of mana, and all LawLiet's going to try and do is just buy as much time as he possibly can to get more and more bears out. Once he has 4 or 5 bears, which he's very soon going to have, he can probably directly engage, pull the Wisp from the gold mine, pull the Shredder from the back, and go for one final big defense. But for now, the mortar teams are going to be able to kill the Moonwell and the AP. LawLiet just still trying to buy as much time as he can scrape together.
The further the human army, the further it moves forward here to attack the tier life, the worse the position's also going to be. This is where mortar teams are really nice to have, because the rest of the force can stand in a better position in the back. Shredder now coming in as well. These towers certainly should not be finishing, but the Dryads take some damage in the meantime. Panda getting slowed, getting siphoned. Nice flame strike. It may only be level 1, but it did connect pretty well right there. AP still alive, coming in now as well. 3 water elementals at the moment. One of them's going to expire. This is possibly a lot more mana, experience for LawLiet.
Yeah, the Dryads are finding a decent position. The AP also found its way forward. The Dryads are working on the mortar teams. Panda is, of course, out of mana thanks to the Blood Mage just getting close to level 3, and the Archmage getting close to level 5. Actually, the mortar teams kind of land on the Dryads for a second there, but the bears are healing each other. But it could be stolen by the breakers if they have enough mana. That's another good flame strike, and the Dryads are starting to get low. Is there a heal scroll that could be used? No, not a heal scroll for either player. And the Blood Mage is starting to get low.
The Dryad movement is just outstanding. How much damage have these mortar teams really done to the Dryads? Not that much, really. And maybe Fortitude was on to something with not going for any mortar teams at all. LawLiet holds at the expansion. HawK is stuck on tier 2. He didn't go tier 3 behind this, as some humans tend to do, like Chimiko oftentimes. But he did get the Blood Mage 3. I think it would be perhaps wise now to just go for a huge breaker army and get upgrades as well. He's got 0-0 on these breakers. That's pretty low.
Yeah, I think it's really worth getting 1-1-1. 1-1 on the breakers and then +1 for the mortar teams right away. It doesn't take that long to get all 3. And a lot of the time you can afford it, before your tier 2 even finishes if you have the lumber, because you have that blacksmith quite early. So it would be at least wise for him to start, I think, especially on those breakers, getting the 1-1 there. And he will get level 5 now on the Archmage. Maybe a Blizzard retrain could be a possibility, but the Water Elementals are going to be pretty strong once the Dryads are pretty much cleaned up, because, of course, LawLiet's just going to go for a lot of bears at this stage. So Water Elementals might be quite strong. But it's actually Aura level 3. Interesting.
All right. Level 3 Brilliance.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's
I agree
very strong.
with that.
I don't like this army, though.
Yeah.
He's got 4 mortar teams, but only 4 breakers. That does not seem sturdy enough at all. He's adding more breakers. He might be able to get up to like 7. But it's going to take some more time. LawLiet now, the one pushing forward. Keeper about to hit level 5. That's a lot of bears saying hello at the expansion. There's a bit of a kind of a weird wall off. So I guess the town hall is protected.
Oh, that armor upgrade might be denied. That's quite annoying for HawK. He's going to try to save it. Okay, where's the TP going to go? Above to the top right, maybe? No, he actually goes behind the blacksmith. All right, and the counter town portal comes in.
Interesting by LawLiet to TP so early. He really didn't want to take any damage on the bears. Retain the moon juice. Retain maybe mana on the bears as well. Just buy time for fairy dragons. And where we saw Colorful's really struggling earlier against Fortitude in the late game, where he was held back by still having lots of archers in the late game composition, which is not so great. Here, LawLiet's late game is looking amazing. A ton of bears, healthy amount of dryads, and now also fairy dragons to join.
Yeah, that's nice to add in, especially when most of the rifles have been cleaned up. Of course, anti-air is not something this army has a ton of. That's why a couple of flying machines are going to be added in now by HawK. And we're at that stage. There's only red camps available, so there is some sort of a way for these players to get ahead now in what would otherwise maybe be a little bit of a stalematey game. They're going to try to maybe contest for the reds a little bit. Then the auras become available. Even maybe Panda level 5 could be achieved off of one of those. But for now, HawK going to continue to pressure. He did finish that armor upgrade, and he's working on attack and a second armor upgrade. So soon the army will be a lot stronger for HawK.
Bears coming in from every angle. Of course, in Amazonia, despite it being the smallest map, more or less, it doesn't have any narrow positions, which is always kind of weird. So these bears connect very, very easily, and they're spread all over the place. Good positioning by LawLiet, not inviting to this absolutely gruesome flame strike. HawK has to fall back, looking for some kind of front line to assemble, but the Panda still breaches into the back. Big breath of fire. He goes to level 5, now he's got that mana potion.
Yeah, there's no town portal for HawK. He does still have a heal scroll. The Blood Mage has plenty more flame strikes, and now he's starting to get to the position where the bears are clumped, so maybe more and more flame strikes could start to add up. And yeah, once you're engaging directly into this, where it's just a wall of breakers at the front, it tends to favor HawK, but the Blood Mage is going to get a lot of damage, and he will go down, and he's backed into a corner. And this is looking like LawLiet's about to take it on Amazonia. Yeah, there's the GG, but a really nice attempt there from HawK, for sure.
Damn, LawLiet winning 3 maps against Night Elf in a row, and at DreamHack he was saying that it's Humba and there's no chance. How do you win against human? It's so hard. Well, apparently it's doable. 3 maps in a row, LawLiet. Not bad at all, as he takes the first map of this one. Cool back and forth, but I think either you break your opponent or you need tier 3. There's not much in between, right?
Yeah, I think he could have maybe had a, like Remo pointed out perfectly, maybe a better army composition. Not enough priority on breakers. I think he was investing the surplus gold he had in more mortar teams, which I think 2 is fine. 2, maybe 3 is fine. He had enough casters. He just needed more breakers because the bears and the Panda and the Dryads were always getting past that big front line, or that, lacking big front line that HawK did not have. So he needed more breakers, and I think he needed better upgrades and maybe just better engagements overall as well.
I've been really disillusioned with breakers in this matchup. I feel like if you don't have frag shards, they're just not good in a fight. Yeah, they're good for attacking buildings, but if you have to run away from the buildings and you have to fight, I feel like the more teams might be a bit of a trap. If you go tier 3, get frag shards, of course, they're amazing, obviously. Same goes for meat wagons. Same goes, well, not exactly for demolishers, but you get my point. On tier 2, they're just kind of meh. If they land on the Dryads, yeah, good damage, but the top Night Elves, they just don't allow that connection.
Yeah, that was really impressive micro by LawLiet displayed there. Also very impressive is, of course, the Warcraft 3 community. Not only did you gather $3,757 already, plus the $250 that will be added by Governor any second. He's on his way home. Just messaged me, but also contributing to this channel a bit. Thank you, Naza, for the 14-month resub. Thank you, Suerte, for the €10 donation. Thank you, Praskval, for the 3-month resub. Prince Jon Snow, 3-month as well. Thanks for entertaining us. And we had a $5 contribution to the prize pool by Doctor. Someone call a doctor.
Oh, I see.
Who's your favorite doctor, guys? Dr. Pepper, Dr. Disrespect, Dr. Cox.
Dr. Gregory House, of course.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, no fans here. I watched that show 3 times. I don't know why, but I did.
It's always lupus, dude. Why would you watch it 3 times?
True. Yeah. It's because it's just, I'm always surprised. They always cure the guy at the end.
Lupus? in
Oh,
house.
that's right. That's what it is. It's never lupus. Correct. Correct.
Isn't the meme that it's always lupus or something? Remo knows memes better than I did. That is for sure. My favorite doctor, I would say, the Doctor of Star Trek Voyager. He's a phenomenal doctor and also a holograph.
Nice one. Nice one. Or
Wait.
Bones from the original.
Oh, Bones! I had a little crush on her when I was like 14.
Oh yeah. No. The original. That's where the name is from the original Star Trek. The Doctor in the original Star Trek, his nickname is Bones. So that's how
McCoy.
Bones, the TV show. Yeah, that's how
Oh.
she got her nickname, was from the original Star Trek.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Carson, I didn't know you had Star Trek and Bones knowledge.
I'm a big nerd. I've seen both of them.
You know Bones.
Yeah.
Remo, you wanted to chime in?
Call me Bonesaw, actually.
No. Keep talking about more boats. It's all good.
I say a very heartfelt hello to one of the biggest contributors to the Back to Warcraft channel, which is Sir Kato in the chat. I spot you, my man. Not watching on YouTube, but on Twitch. That's a rare sight. We love you, man. We love you. We also love HawK. We also love LawLiet, and we love to get more action. So let's go. Map number 2. Match points for LawLiet on Last Refuge. And what do my old eyes see? It's not a neutral hero build order here.
Yeah, it's very weird. Normally, especially in Asia, we see Beastmaster here all the time. It's extremely strong to creep the Merc camp early and get that fast level 3 plus Mercs. For that reason, this is pretty much the reserved veto for every human in Asia. HawK lets it through, and then LawLiet proceeds to play the Keeper instead of Beastmaster. Is this just to mind game him? Is LawLiet trying to mind game HawK by playing Standard? On AZ, you could argue perhaps a Warden should have been expected, goes Keeper. On LR, you can certainly argue that a Beastmaster has to be expected, but here he goes Keeper as well, again. Very interesting.
Carson, you want to take a break or want to continue? Hello?
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm chilling. I'm always here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, then you go back to the bench, and the Chosen One is taking over. Thank you very much, Doctor, for the 4-month resub, and the Cookie Monster for the 21-month resub. Good name subbing here. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Cookies! Thank you.
Yeah, Remo, I don't know if this is just mind games. These, the brains of the two players are very much ahead of me. Maybe it's also, you know, saving strategies, saving timings for the for the DreamHack finals. Who knows? But, I mean, the Keeper is working anyway, right? Like, it's just the Beastmaster is slightly better. Yeah. It's just, still great.
I guess you do clear out the natural faster with the Keeper, because you don't go for the Merc camp creep. That takes too long. You go green into expansion. So perhaps the idea is, okay, I know he's going to expand, so I'm going to expand at such an early point that there's going to be no window to get my expo canceled.
Smart. Man, we got a lot more subs here. Thank you, Pivofrag. Thank you, Wickerman. Thank you, The Real Tinker, for the 5 gifted. And also to Doctor for the gifted. People are very nice to us here. Much love, much love. Hype train is going on. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Level 3s being acquired here soon. Keep it a little bit more, right? This green is not quite enough. Maybe one more footy or something? Yeah, missing just a hair. Whoa. Going for the Merc camp without Ancient of War.
Yeah, he has a lot of confidence in his treants. But HawK's moving over already.
Forgot level 3. The Mud Golem was enough. Tree of Life at about 900 HP. AM is leading the charge. Footies are far behind. This is going to be the cancel. Should be Entangle level 2 now. Yep. Entangles the alley. And that seems to work out well enough. Full camp isn't cleared yet, but LawLiet is home to defend. And yeah, the expo timing, this hero choice, this creep route seems to be working out pretty well so far. Oh! But micro mistake by LawLiet, exposing the Shadow Priest too much. And the Berserker gets caught with an end snare. That's unlucky.
Yikes! The creeps and Last Refuge How many games have been ruined? Shadow Priest goes down on the other side as well. And it's once again such a close affair. Can HawK do better than Johnny Cage? Yes, he can. There were no wisps ready here for LawLiet, so he couldn't detonate against the water elementals, could only entangle them. And that wasn't enough damage mitigation.
Certainly a painful blow to LawLiet, but it's not over yet. He's chasing after the Berserker. He's going to get that one as well. That's a lot of experience.
Do you need to... Should we send the doctor to...
My peanut allergy. Actually, I'm not allergic to peanuts. Thank goodness. Peanuts one of the worst things to be allergic to because of how amazing they are. I used to be, as a young kid, allergic to a ton of things, but those mostly disappeared with puberty. I also was allergic, that was the worst, to tomatoes.
What's happening? How did this go off topic in the blink of an eye? You know, I was you know a thing about peanuts? I'm not allergic to peanuts. Let me talk about my allergies. Yeah. No, Remo, I'm really, really happy that you can enjoy more peanuts in your life. We all should get more peanuts in our lives.
Absolutely. Peanuts are amazing.
Also the TV show, amazing.
And condolences to anybody who's allergic to tomatoes, because that really sucks.
What sucks is also to get the expo cancelled. Keeper level 4, pretty good. Flute for later, pretty good. But HawK seems to be on a decent way. His expo is running. His tech is running. And he's getting a little more experience and also a new Shadow Priest.
Oh, LawLiet. Alright. Pulls back these archers this time. Naga. You gotta be really careful. With Shadow Priests and archers, they're all super frail. You have to react fast. Can't take too much damage.
Wild early game. Thank you, Panta, for the sub. And then another Shadow... This is not the game for Shadow Priest, Remo.
Yeah, but he gave his life in service to the Archmage. So I think it's okay. Oh, it's gonna be a cancel on the low here as well. It's going to be quite some experience for LawLiet to get, but honestly, Keeper's 4 already, and the Naga, her level 2 isn't even that good. It's really level 3 that matters more. And it's also draining a lot of moon juice. This is looking like a great game for HawK.
Oh, gotta be careful with that Archmage here. Getting slowed, getting focused, but moves back, and there's the Shadow Priest to the rescue. In case of an entangle, just Dispel. And this works a lot better than the Priest Dispel in general. Footman, haha! They got a crosshair, ping on the Naga, and get the killer!
And so 4 more Water Elementals. Wouldn't be too surprised to see LawLiet tap out here. This is a disaster.
Disaster, indeed. Man, HawK, great recovery. Not tilted at all. Was just accepting that there's a Keeper on last Refuge. Really, really happy with that. And just went, go. Very successfully so.
This matchup can be so snowbally, which is why usually, especially on this map, Fast Expo versus Fast Expo, the better player, if he's a bit better, will oftentimes destroy the opponent fast. Here they're on very even level, but we've seen that on Meisterschaft many times before. The Berserker being lost for LawLiet, that damage missing is completely breaking his neck.
Yeah, also the experience, like Berserkers, you keep on mentioning this for such a long time because it's so important and not too obvious that mercenaries give a lot of experience, and if you get that in the early game, then, well, your Archmage is very, very thankful for that, especially, you know, +8 damage on top, a little bit of sustain for the footies thanks to the Vamp Aura. It's all going really well, just like for the Gokul, who just donated another $5 to the channel. Just nice work, y'all do. Nice support, you do.
Okay. Big Invo Potion for the AM. MK joins. Double Sanctum. LawLiet, is he on his way to tier 3? Yes, but only a tiny army. And no good late game hero. No Demon Hunter, no Panda, no Warden. Just Keeper and Naga. It's a rough game.
But okay, maybe with the magical entangled still doable. If you underestimate Frost Arrow, maybe doable, but in reality, LawLiet needs a little miracle, especially against the Storm Bolts. Might be forced into a TP, but hey, damage output is quite decent. But it feels like HawK's not losing. I don't want to say anything, but definitely not much.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's going tier 3 here. Feels that he's so far ahead that he can easily go tier 3 and really err on the side of caution. Doesn't want to push into the main, lose a bunch of units, and I guess feed the Night Elf. Or maybe just wants to extend this game. You know, every now and then it can be very fun to be in a game where you know you're so far ahead, you can't really lose anymore. So as long as you don't mess up too bad. So just, you know, get that tech 100% completion going. Actually,
I mean,
I've
yeah.
done that before.
I was about to mention this. Like, do you remember this one game in a cup where he went for the 100% research, let's call it achievement? That was fun. Getting all the upgrades for every single unit, building every single unit. Rarely seen HawK in a mood like that.
As a wee little lad, before the days of the interwebs, when I was playing against bots on Divide and Conquer, I also used to do that. You see, HawK and I, we are of one mind.
Will you be hitting the gym together in Sweden?
We might actually.
Oh.
Depending on if there's time, which there's basically never. But we'll see.
Keeper's level 5, that's powerful. Naga's level 3. Healing Ward sold the flute as well as the big mana potion. But man, not 3 times the charm here for LawLiet's Expo. Not at all.
A player's forces are under attack.
A couple of years ago, in WGL days when Infi was playing, I was the biggest fan of Night Elf Triple Hero with Demon Hunter and Keeper Naga. Cool thing is you can go for triple Orb of Venom, but the downside is you never get to ultimates. And it does require a long game and a lot of creeping. It's very clear that LawLiet is going to have this much time as HawK is pressuring forward. 74 supply. His army isn't the perfect one yet. He's still got Berserkers and Footmen of the best late game units. Oh my god, so squishy! It just goes down instantly.
Man, did HawK just avenge Johnny Cage's Archmage from earlier where that hero melted in the blink of an eye? Same happens to LawLiet now, who is down to 41 pop only. Clap pretty decent here. The Demon Hunter's not helping with mana burns anymore as he's just dead. Mountain King presses forward, trying to Stormbolt, trying to clap a little bit. Level 5 AM with a level 3 Brilliant Zara. This Mountain King has the best day.
Love those irons as well. Ring medallion invuln. LawLiet is sitting in the back of his base saying, this is still doable. I still got a chance. He's like that knight at, what's it called?
Monty Python.
Monty Python, yeah. Where he got his legs chopped off. It's merely a flesh wound. But now, it is over.
GG.
That's a banger reference there, Remo. Respect for that one.
That's how I felt yesterday, Remo, when you played Scars on the 2 maps. I gotta say, that pretty much was my cast yesterday. You know, it's all doable. He doesn't have an expo up. It's all doable. He's not level 5 yet. It's all doable. Remo still has a hero.
Yeah, Neil, you're like his coconut guy when Remo's the one pretending to be on the horse and you're following with the coconuts. That's you.
I would do that for Remo. Yes, if he at some point wants to pretend that he's a knight, I would be his horse.
All right. Craigasm in the chat.
Well, we will mark that down for the future. That shall lead to something. Speaking of which, by the way, Monty Python, isn't that the best aged comedy ever? Like, some of the other comedies from years past seem to be kind of, weird, outdated, and not really flow with the general sense of humor that's going on anymore. But Monty Python is always amazing. Also, What's the other one called? A fish called Wanda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also amazing.
Yeah, 1975 that came out. You might be right about that. Because it's still funny. It's not like, oh, look at it. You know, this is what Grandma really liked. It's like, oh, this is actually still funny. 1975. You might be right on that one.
There's also some German comedy from like the 40s that are pretty funny. Like
40s, that was a funny time.
No, it wasn't. But some
Oh,
movies,
God.
Feuerzangenbowle is pretty good. But yeah, of course, hard to talk with a Canadian about that one. What's the... Oh, damn, I lost the game name thingy.
Oh, I'll send it.
Ah, got it. Thank you, Bisha. Man, Bisha posting it before I even asked. He's a real lad.
Champ.
He's a real lad.
All right, that brings us to a deciding map number 3. We go to Autumn Leaves again. So, LawLiet, is he going to keep, try to keep HawK in the dark? He's been alternating his strategies every single time so far with the maps here played compared to the ones earlier against Johnny Cage. In which case, this should mean that we're not going to see Keeper this time around with the green into Corner Expo.
All right, then. Let's see how far we can take this. Still, I would love to show you the new Back to Warcraft overlay, but guys, we're still $1,000 away, pretty much. Maybe tomorrow, right? Maybe tomorrow then, or you unlock that during the FFA. Players are ready, casters are ready. Waiting for HawK actually to decide this. Do we want to? Oh, $10 donation. There we go. Who was it? Wickerman. What a wicked man for the Horde, he says. Your day's
Not
probably...
the bees. Not the bees. That's that movie, right?
It's so good.
Dude, have you seen the new Johnny? Not I was about to say Johnny Cage. Goddamn, it's Nick Cage. Nick Cage movie. Pig?
Five Nights at Freddy's sort of one.
No, it's called Pig, where he loses his truffle pig and then he's trying to find his truffle pig. I haven't seen it yet, but doesn't that just sound amazing?
Everything that involves truffle pigs sounds amazing.
And Nick Cage, of course. Nick Cage.
Images. Well, Google's not helping me.
We're not going in-game before you found out about this.
It's a candy? Or is it a... Because I'm just getting different colored pigs. By the way, pig, my favorite animal. Is that what you said? Truffle pig?
Yeah.
Is that not a thing in Canadian land?
It's Google's not bringing anything. Google truffle pig. It just shows me pigs. Google image.
I mean, it is pigs.
Wait,
that look for truffles.
They search.
Oh,
they
truffle
search for
pig
truffles.
chocolate.
That's why they're called truffle pigs, bro.
Yeah.
Interesting. How did he loses that? That's the premise. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Anything with Nick Cage is banging, so I'll accept it. I'll accept your premise.
Imagine he finds a living truffle that does find the pig, so everything is reversed.
Oh my god.
Think about that.
Chess, bro.
Let's play some 3D Warcraft. As we got LawLiet in the bottom left, we got HawK in the upper right. The winner of the next map is advancing to the round of 8 double elimination playoffs next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the loser is out forever out of Season 8.
Can I say that when this map first came out, I mentioned that Warden might be a possibility on Autumn Leaves. With this Ancient War, then you creep the green to the right of the Ancient War, and then you eat through the trees to the Mercenary Camp and buy double mercs for quick level 3. I said that was a thing. Is LawLiet gonna vindicate me here? Because I've never seen anyone do this creep route if you eat through the trees afterwards. Let's see.
Yeah, this really is what set LawLiet apart initially and continues to do so throughout his whole career. His creep patterns are amazing. And that's what you need with a Warden.
Players' forces are under attack.
You need to level up quickly and find the perfect balance between creeping and killing things and leveling up extremely fast. HawK sees the Warden here very quickly, and of course he's faced Warden before, but perhaps not so much on this map, and especially in Europe. Warden, certainly on AL, is not what you're used to seeing.
Circlet, circlet. Pretty good, pretty good. The footman sees all. but could go down to a Shadow Strike. The Archmage is actually coming straight down. One base play from HawK. Very cool.
Oh, this is like old Amazonia.
A player's forces are under attack.
And both heroes here on level 1. The Warden has double circuit, which is extremely good for her. You got plenty of circuits, in fact.
Man, HawK just spoiled me being able to see if this was the creep route or not. I'll never know now. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe he was just going to play the level 2 with Shadow Strike, but it's disappointing. This might be the only opportunity I get to see if it's possible, if it's good. And I guess HawK is proving that, in fact, it's not good because he just countered it. So I suppose I was wrong all along.
Player's forces are under attack.
That's not too bad for LawLiet, though. He's got the second Agent of War coming. He's going to creep the natural. With that, he can later go over to the orange as well. To the Enforcer. But HawK is certainly the first here to get the level 2. Gets the dust. Could commit to killing the Ancient of War, maybe, but that would take a long time.
Yeah, he could get, I think, level 3. Yeah, off both these greens, he'll certainly get level 3. He Militia Craft his green to the right of his base, so he can get level 3 Archmage, and he's going to be very healthy on Archmage, Footman, and probably Mana as well. He's going to need to use one more Water Elemental, but then he'll probably have one once he levels up to continue the pressuring. So all in all, not looking bad.
Guys, I'm very sorry that I have to interrupt you, but we just received a $1,000 donation by Sir Kato.
Oh my god.
What freaking $1,000? Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me, Sir Kato?
It's the last 1v1 of the day, though. So how are we supposed to reveal if we reach 5K? We're gonna have to. Me and Remo gonna play each other. How's that happen?
Well, how about I just switch? This is not. I could switch now, but then you'd miss one feature. But I think we could still do it.
I'll let you make the judgment call on that. I think everyone wants it. The question is the goal actually reached? I mean, we might as well say it is because
the goal is actually reached, everybody, and there it is, the new Back to Warcraft overlay. I can spoil you a little bit that the bottom right corner, the bottom left corner, and the top UI will be removed once we restart Warcraft 3.
Very cool. And HawK, continue the pressure. With the newfound aesthetic behind the pressure. The Wisps are going down, the Moonwalk going down. And LawLiet's creeping at the same time as he so often does. But how good is his defense? The Fan and Knives is going to clean up a lot of these footmen.
I didn't bring in the rest of the army here for a moment. And by the way, wouldn't you know it, he ate through the trees, went for the double mercs.
Yep.
And got the Healthstone.
Love it. And then he could always move over to the next middle camp as well. So there's plenty of creeping to be done if you have the space on Autumn Leaves with the Ancient of Wars. I thought he Shadow Strike the Water Elemental there, but he Shadow Strike the Footman. Another one going to go down.
Using certainly quite a bit of mana here to get this experience. What's HawK doing? Blood Mage second, rifles, and I guess at this point you're just forced to go for the all-in rifle push, right? The Hunter's Hall is extremely late, must have been cancelled earlier. And LawLiet might not be ready for this push.
Maybe with another consumable, he gets a greater heal. That's not what you want paired with the Healthstone as well. Unfortunate, but the Warden's going to get close to level 4. All right, HawK is again pressuring. Again, he's going to get the Hunter's Hall. Oh no, this is a very huge delay.
That might be LawLiet. I mean, it's too early to tell, I guess, but this is catastrophic.
The Warden has to carry. Yeah, exactly. Level 4 off maybe this Footman. Oh, Todd would be disappointed there was no deny there, but this could be... Nope, actually not enough mana to continue the chase. The Mercenaries, there could be more purchase, by the way. There's going to be an Ogre Mauler and a Mud Golem available, so he could go and get those to at least have some sort of an army, but level 4, is that enough to carry? Probably not. It's not the biggest upgrade for the Warden.
Yeah, LawLiet, he didn't do the Hunter cosplay and started level 1 blinking everywhere. So he waited until level 4. Now he gets quite a bit more mobile.
Oh, he managed to kill the Blood Mage. Okay.
Wait a minute, my joke doesn't even make sense. He doesn't have Blink, of course he has Shadow Strike. And wait a minute. Wasn't it just looking great a moment ago for HawK? It's all turning south.
I think he's kind of overcommitting before his timing. Like, he should have waited. Like, this isn't even with Militia. What he's doing right now, of course, is lowering the Moonwell mana almost entirely to 0. And it's going to be daytime for quite a while longer. So if he can get the Blood Mage back and go for a one big push with Militia, but I forgot about the Blood Mage for a second, the Moonwells might, could potentially be a nail in a coffin. But LawLiet, of course, with a very good defense there.
He's got that Naga as well. So much chasing potential. Unfortunately, no blink here to catch up with the AM.
He's going around though, Remo. I think he's going to force the TP here, I'm pretty sure. But will he dodge the Shadow Strike? I think he's got a dodger. He's going to be so low.
Priest, though? He's got that heal scroll as well. LawLiet trying to force the heal scroll right now. Oh, and he manages to. Nicely done. Wait,
he's still
and
got
the TP,
though.
perhaps.
Yeah, I think he should have just town portaled right away, honestly. The block was very nice. He could have maybe gotten away if there was no block, but I don't think using the heal scroll there was needed.
And this gives LawLiet the confidence to go tier 3 without lures. Just spamming archers, getting ready for marksmanship at some point. Hunter's Hall coming up in the bag. This one finally shall finish.
Yeah, that's a very, very late Hunter's Hall. That's what, 9.5 minutes into the game. They'll be up by 10. And HawK still has opportunity, perhaps, to go for a push. There's about 250 Moonwell mana, and there's going to be a Moonstone used to get at least, 30, I think it's 38 more mana in each of those wells before Wellspring, something like that. So that'll help a tiny, tiny bit. But here come the police and the Archmage level 2 Blood Mage, or Archmage level 3 Blood Mage level 2. Could still be a strong enough timing for HawK here, but there's plenty more archers and another Berserker.
A player's forces are under attack.
Much experience here as well. The Warden trying to get that crucial level 5. As long as the Naga gets drained, LawLiet's going to be happy about that. These water elementals could provide the necessary experience, but of course we don't have Dryads here for the easy dispel. HawK, absolutely all in.
Warden very close to level 5 as well. One more kill and it'll be level 5. And Siphon again. Shadow Meld, but there's no more Shadow Strike now. And all the peasants are going to go down, but at least the towers were canceled. And the first Sork comes in. It's going to be quite nice.
Healthstone and heal potion. So much healing here for the Warden. AM in trouble. Remember, the TP is gone. Trying to save him with the Banish. Getting bonus heal now as well. But man, these heroes have to be so careful. LawLiet with the Cloak of Shadows on the Warden. It's so much value out of the item.
And the archers just have not been pressured at all the whole time. All the pressure was on the heroes. And of course, one Berserker went down. But LawLiet's starting to run out of steam. He's got 8 seconds on that Healthstone cooldown. It's almost nighttime. Is there any lures coming up, by the way? There isn't. The Warden, okay, has a heal in a second. He's going to have a Shadow Strike in a second as well.
Waiting for that moment, perhaps. Shadow Strike on the Blood Mage. There it is. Taking quite a bit of damage there, but he will be surviving that. Healthstone committed. Warden still dropping lower. May have to TP up, but first, Cloak of Shadows.
Really nice usage on that. A ton of value. He definitely needed that item here for this sort of defense, but is HawK the one that still has steam ready to go? Because LawLiet seems to be running out of it. Okay, now it's nighttime. Now the Moonwells can regenerate. And now he is tier 3 for that orb as well, LawLiet. But here comes HawK pressing forward. Does he have... He needs to get dust or something with the lab, maybe, to be able to get any sorts of kills here.
LawLiet never started marksmanship. This would be so much bonus damage. Seems like he's forgetting about it for now. Warden comes back in, making to the Moonwell. There's going to be one more Shadow Strike trying to take out that Rifleman. If you can buy enough time for double Orb of Venom, that could be things turning in his favor here. But it's got a long cooldown.
Potions available. Now the Moonwell's regenerating. I think Wellspring might be a wise upgrade at this stage because lures don't seem to be something. Yeah. Okay, there he gets it immediately, and that's going to be a massive upgrade. And LawLiet has held on, but still one base. Still HawK has the supply advantage, a 16 supply advantage, and heal scrolls will now be purchased. HawK has another shot at this, but it's going to be more difficult than it once was.
Experience on the Warden, 5.4. Level 6 would be an instant game win if he has any semblance of an army left at that point.
I just did spike for a second there too, so if my screen comes up, let me know. I'll immediately leave because I don't want to mess this up. It's probably going to be in the middle of a fight if it happens. I think I'll be all right.
So far, all good.
Sork out of position. That's a slight mistake. There's another one to take the place. Archmage's going to get level 4, and that aura, very, very important. And the Blood Mage level 3 as well. These are massive upgrades, actually, for HawK. And he's going to get both of them, I think, from these two Geomancers.
Indeed he shall. Is it time to go now? LawLiet, can you hold on once again? The Warden? Acting as a sentry ward right now. LawLiet out on the map. Oh my god, if he gets caught here. He doesn't have Ultra Vision, so no vision advantage right now for him.
Yeah, the Hunter's Hall was so late. Maybe he even forgot that it was something he needed to get. The Warden. As the Ward is pretty good. Going to see the army. These are +2 rifles as well, by the way. The Archer is not yet able to get any upgrades. More Archers being produced. This Moonwall might fall, but then the positioning could be all right from LawLiet. The Warden can come from the back. The Archers go from the top, but the Siphon is always there.
Has the dust this time. Only 2 charges, by the way, of this dust. These are going to be triggered pretty quickly, probably. Anti-magic. Warden goes back in. Is that a spell? Yes, there is. Very importantly. Banish right after. Banish getting dispelled. Warden with a Fan of Knives. Fog Lightning as well. But heal scroll against all of that AoE damage. I am getting
hero
blocked.
focus.
Needs to be careful.
Yeah, maybe the Fan level 3 was a mistake. Maybe Shadow Strike level 3 going for a hero kill here could be the play. But still with Shadow Strike level 2, LawLiet can still get in and try to get that kill. But he's got no blink either, worth noting. But I think we might be getting to the stage where maybe he's got to go for some hero focus.
Shadow Melts by the Warden triggers the last charge of dust, but also nighttime is about to be over. Blood Mage in the front taking a lot of damage. Realizing that he can hold on with that Invul Potion. HawK needs to be careful about these heroes.
Warden always somewhat topped off. Mana Pot, Fan, Heal Scroll traded. Siphon has been used very, very well so far by HawK. The Archers are starting to fall as well. The Orb is putting in work, but this is still 13 supply advantage for HawK currently, and he's starting to break through to the Moonwalls. And just look at the sustain with the level 2 aura. Everything's topped off.
Oh, he got the level 6. He finally got it. Does he have the Mana Potion ready? Yes, he does. Mana Potion, Avatar of Vengeance. The only chance to still win this game. But at the moment, the Avatar is too far away from the corpses.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get out of the base. Can he maybe, like, Town Portal out of the base or something? Okay, now the Avatar is making its way. He's got to keep this alive.
Oh my god, LawLiet just
Remo.
barely holding on by the skin of his teeth. Are you kidding me?
Bro, he needed that. Oh my god. If he didn't get that right there, he loses. Right there. That was the perfect
so
timing.
sick.
That's obnoxious. Oh my god, LawLiet.
That's completely crazy. Gets the next
Now
kill
look
with
at
a
it.
Fog Lightning. Dude,
Look how far we've come.
if there had been one Water Elemental less that was summoned, he may have won this game in the case of HawK. Oh my god.
He's got plenty of mana to start banishing things. He's got to wait. Honestly, these spirits are going to be gone, and then maybe he just pushes again, but the Avatar's still standing for quite a while. Moonstone has to be used, I think, because there's not a lot of Moonwall mana left over, and the army's still stronger for HawK, but the Vengeance in the back, the Fan of Knives, the Casters, the Heal Scroll used, but some units are falling for HawK.
Yeah, mistimed Heal Scroll was too late. The 2 units still died, and the Heal Scroll's gone. That's a disaster. The Naga blinking away. The Warden comes in. Huge. Fan of Knives could have been, but no Mana Potion. Shadow Strike and Fog Lightning.
Oh my
and
god.
LawLiet will hold, will push back, and will win this game.
Dude,
Jesus
this is
Christ.
crazy. He saves the Avatar to the top left. The Vengeances stack up, and LawLiet somehow holds on truly by the skin of his teeth. Truly. That was ridiculous, the fact that LawLiet's probably now going to win this game.
So sick. I was ready to just call this quits. I thought he was out of it, but
Yep.
that Avatar Vengeance, man. Always a great win condition. comeback possibility. Warden, one of the best comeback heroes in the game.
Yeah, the orb as well. Like, you know, worth noting, if it was something like a Panda second, he wouldn't be able to get that orb chip damage that helped out a ton, and the Panda would just get siphoned right away. So the Naga in the back, always putting damage, always slowly but surely draining the Priest mana, helps out a ton, and it's still just going to be archers for LawLiet. Will he ever get lores up? Ever. He's going to go for an expansion now, it seems. Okay, screw the lores. Who needs them?
Just Warden and archers. Wait, was there any other unit this game than archers? No, right?
Mercenaries. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That half counts, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, Avatar is now expired, but there's enough mana for another one. What's he buying here? Is he waiting for a Zeppelin? Okay, Zeppelin. Some harass going to begin perhaps in the main base, trying to buy time for the expansion.
And HawK now in what seems like an impossible position, perhaps. Is there anything more fitting for an impossible position than having to fight against units that are invulnerable?
True.
Permanently.
All right, the archers maybe shouldn't be in the main base, though. Maybe they should be something like in between the expansion and the main, because if they get cornered now, this could be, what is this, 8 archers all dying, and now there's also a flame strike on level 4, and the shop will go down. LawLiet may be overestimating his advantage. He's going to have to come back and defend.
Warden completely out of mana. But now also the rifles flanked from all sides. We have the heroes and Avatar on one side, the archers on the other. Dispel against the banished. Blood Mage in trouble. Nicely timed Invul Potion, just barely saving him. The fog lightning damage though, Jesus. One more heat score was there. That was the last one. And now HawK on his last leg. 42 supply with much more rapidly dropping. Getting chased now. The archer still putting in the damage. I'm just waiting for the Warden to jump in, look for more kills. Where is she? Lagging behind a bit.
Yeah, quite difficult to heal up this Warden. Now, there's no shop, there's no Moonwall mana. And, of course, there's no bears. But he's still going to be able to chase, and really, this Avatar is a third hero at this point. The Orb on the Naga, almost a fourth hero at this stage. This is 4 heroes against 2. This is not fair. But that's what happens when you get the tech advantage, when you get the hero level advantage. That is what LawLiet has. He's definitely not had the army advantage this whole game. He's just been on archers and less archers in supply than HawK has had the whole time. HawK going to go for the red camp, but it's all scouted by these spirits.
Hardly any vision here for HawK either. Nighttime now. He knows he might be getting ambushed any second. LawLiet going for the next Zeppelin. Could drop into the human base here easily.
Ooh, main bases are out, actually. And the expansion is up for LawLiet perfectly on time. Didn't even think about that as being a factor. The main bases run dry, because this whole game has been pretty much just a tier 1 tower rush sort of game, it felt like. But they're dry, and the peasants that would have long distance mined are just going to feed more experience to the Warden. As is the rifle. Warden reaching almost level 7. That's going to mean level 3 Shadow Strike as well.
The Naga closing in on 5. Archmage did get level 5. Somehow scratched enough cash together for another heal scroll. You can go for some pretty good items right now, actually. But one of the craziest things about the Warden Ultimate is that it has no downtime. The duration is the same as the cooldown. So as long as there's mana, the Warden can always make sure that the Avatar is going to be ready, unlike almost all other Ultimates.
Oh, this tree, though, is going to go down. The Tree of Eternity could walk over. Nature's Blessing is being researched now, but we see LawLiet still respecting the army of HawK, because it's still quite strong, because although the supply is even, let's remember, all of the peasants went down. So it's pure fighting army right now, whereas LawLiet has, 6, 7 supply and wisps still, which could be used for a fight, nevertheless. I'm surprised he hasn't been using those more actively, actually.
Almost a full squad of archers, 11 of them. With marksmanship, of course, they pack a decent punch. LawLiet about to hit the double level up, and that's going to be quite the painful one. Question is how much mana he's going to have. Blood Mage's going to try to siphon that as best as possible.
All right. This is what it comes down to. The Tree of Eternity uproots. HawK has to break this tree. He has to win a fight because he's got no way of getting any gold other than creeping at this stage or selling items. So he's got to break this Tree of Eternity or LawLiet will be the one mining and the game will be over. So that is what this game comes down to at the 23-minute mark.
Everything, invis, everywhere. Wild guess with the flame strike as to where the archers are. Warden shows herself. And there's no dust. Back in the shadows she goes and gets level 7. Flame strike nicely dodged by the archers, not too much damage taken there. Naga about to get the level 5. We also have a whole bunch of elementals.
Yeah, maybe that's where the Wisp could come into play. At least a couple of them, you want to save them.
Wait, did he just kill the Avatar?
Oh, did he? Yeah, it's on cooldown. I don't see it.
I think he did.
Oh, no.
This is the window. HawK, this is the window.
Yeah, that's the worst time to lose it. Okay, and the Naga buys a town portal, trying to buy time. That's what LawLiet is so good at, and that's what he's trying to do right now. Can the expansion get mining? Can he wait for the 75 seconds for this cooldown now? The shop's going to go down. The Wisp coming in for the detonate, but that's all the potential for more economy for LawLiet down the drain.
If the priests fall, this game must be LawLiet's. If there's no more healing, there's only 2 priests left, and he guns for them right away. And that's level 5. Even without the Avatar, Vengeance might be good enough now. That's a good flame strike in the back. Warden staffed out over towards the Tree of Eternity. She's half dead. Doesn't have blink, remember?
Yeah, that Moonwell. He wants to reach that Moonwell in the back. That's what he tried to do before being staffed out. Uh-oh, the town portal might have to be used. Level 3 Fork Lightning, by the way, is so good. But yeah, this is going to be a TP.
Oh my god.
Both the heroes are both going to be red HP. Okay, the Moonwell gets used.
Oh. Wow. Sick plays from LawLiet, man. Just making use of every little inch that he has here. He's still super low HP, though. All the heroes now in serious danger.
Flame strike. That's a massive flame strike.
Mage!
Fork Lightning.
What?
No potion available. The potion was on. The Blood Mage Vanish maybe should have been
What
used.
was that?
The Naga's going to go down, though. The Naga's dead.
No!
And now the
No!
Warden is 47 health.
What?
Oh my
No!
God.
Are you kidding me? What is this?
Okay, we're mining. We're mining on 3 Wisps, though. There's no priest. Imagine if there was a priest right now. LawLiet buying an Invis pot and an Invuln pot. Okay, he can get back to maybe the Moonwell. The couple of Moonwells that have some mana. One fan is going to kill this whole army. This is a level 5 Blood Mage, almost level 6. He has a potion. Obnoxious game. One
HawK
Shadow
has to
Stick.
sell the war song and go for a priest, I guess. But there's no time right now. There's no time. There's no
Yeah.
time.
The immediate fan after the mana pot, and we're down to just a sorceress versus a warden, but the warden is enough to seal the deal. A ridiculous game from both players, but LawLiet takes it.
And with that, advances into the double elimination round of 8 next week. Holy shit, what a game. Man, this first day, out of 5, got 2 banger matches already. One between Fortitude and Colorful, and now this one. This was absolutely ridiculous. LawLiet and the Warden. There's nothing better in Warcraft 3 than this. It's gore. It's
this was
so
just-
beautiful.
That was insane. What was that game? Are you serious?
Yeah, that might have been the best game I've ever casted. That might have been it. Like, just the fact that he holds on, barely getting enough experience for the level 6. Like you said, if he had denied 1 water elemental and didn't get that 6 at that timing specifically, I don't think if he had another 20 seconds HawK to keep pressuring, I think he wins the game. And the LawLiet holds on. And then what the hell is that late game? Maybe, like you said, go and buy the sell the battle drums and get like even a priest out or something. He's got level 3 flame strike. He can definitely kill the tree, but that was crazy, dude. That was so crazy.
Just ridiculous. And so LawLiet joins these players in the round of 8. It is Focus, Foggy, Moon, Chemical, Fortitude, and LawLiet. 2 players from the lower part of the round of 16. Fortitude, basically just a replacement, actually. And yeah, LawLiet last place in before the snapshot to make it in. They show their skills here. Johnny Cage, HawK, out! Craft and Colorful, out! and we got already a very, very promising lineup for next weekend. Tomorrow we have more one-on-one games with Neutron vs. Todd, the winner face Hitman, and Spiral vs. Sock, the winner faces Dice. This is already a very, very good reason why we love W3Champions so much. And if I'm not mistaken, everybody, especially in the last series, everybody lost his game on his server.
True.
I haven't been paying attention at all, but
I'm very sure
maybe.
about that.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. What a day. We, of course, still have the FFA show match for you guys, where HawK will be participating in as well, alongside Trunks and Shake and Nightwing. So we have that coming up too. What a day, everybody. What a freaking day one.
Yeah, and I think that's the important point. It's just day 1 of 5, and we've already had so many highlights. Like, you know, that could be, if we didn't have so many more games, I would say maybe that's going to be the best game we're going to see in the whole tournament, but it almost certainly is not. We're going to have something even more ridiculous than what just happened, and that's the beauty of this sort of bracket for the tournament. I think this is a really cool way to do it, a really interesting way to do it. We get plenty of games, and we get pretty much almost like 2 tournaments in a way with this.
Pretty much the play-ins. A genius idea, if I may say so by myself.
Good. It is good. I like it.
So far, man, it could turn into a disaster. But anyway, can we also appreciate the fact that Sir Kato donated $1,000 just like that after donating 500 when we started the crowdfunding?
Applause.
Super amazing. Big thanks goes out to all the people who supported, but especially Kato. Absolutely nuts. Really, really amazing.
Do we want to show the overlay proper? Like, as you said, when you restarted, you're going to show, or would you like keep them in suspense until tomorrow for the 1v1?
No. At the moment, like what they saw looked a little like crap and not refined. I want to show it in its entire glory. I'm already setting it up here because this is... I posted about this on Twitter that we worked together with Pat, the creator of War3 Booster and War3 Arena, and the initiator of War3Champions. And I wanted him to get rid of that stupid, ugly UI because we don't need it for observing, right? So this is how it's really looking like. So here we go. No top UI anymore, no bottom right box, no bottom left box. Good for us casters, we can actually see the overlay. That wasn't the case before, so we don't miss any tech timings anymore, we don't miss any skill builds anymore. And yeah, this is... My goal was to make everything more readable, especially for mobile. A lot more people watch on phones or on the couch. On the smart TV, so we wanted to make this more readable, and I think this is what we accomplished with the top part, especially. Everything's a little bigger, everything is a little more noticeable, and of course with the heroes you will see it in a minute or so as well. You can actually see the skill build, you can actually see what items there is without taking out your glasses, and yeah, a little more modern, I think, as well.
Beautiful. It's all about being modern. We got to keep up with the times, you know? There's
True.
a CSGO major going on right now, and by God, I think the production here is better, because if you saw the first day, they didn't even have an overlay. The first day of the Counter-Strike major. Yeah, it was scuffed. Yeah, it was totally scuffed.
Whoopsie. Okay, yeah. I didn't see that. So what we also did was get rid of the sun and night circle at the top and replaced it with our own version. Plus the timer moves up to the north. We have a little bit of, bars here to tell you what kind of game this is. So if this would be game 3, there's the first one for HawK, the second one for LawLiet, and then this empty yellow bar to show you this is game 3. Buildings and units are now separated in the production tab, as well as upgrades, of course. It makes everything a little easier to read, and of course the icons are a lot bigger. Might be a little too big, actually. We're open for feedback. We will do a Reddit thread about this, and of course the feedback channel on our Discord is always available as well. I thought, like, we brainstormed a little bit with our Patreons already, so if you're a Patreon of Back to Warcraft, you'll get little sneak peeks, into the development of what we're doing here. But yeah, this is basically the new overlay.
Yeah, the computer's even going Warden. Wow, look at that. Cheeky boy.
Inspired, eh?
Yeah.
Super cool. And are we going to have that for... I mean, it's not possible for FFA, right? How are we going to do that whole FFA thing?
Yeah, no, with FFA it doesn't work. Unfortunate timing, I guess, but yeah, with FFA it doesn't work. Not with 2 and 2 yet, because like Carson, when Carson
lay it on
joined,
me. Lay it on me.
When Carson joined the Back to Warcraft team, I gave him one task, and that was to come up with a 2 and 2 overlay. And here we are, 9 months later, and we don't have a baby yet. We don't have a baby yet.
Very easy task. This only took you 6 months to put together, Neo. That was a very easy task you gave me immediately.
Yeah. But okay, for FFA, we have to restart the stream, unfortunately, because they require a super long delay, like 10 minutes. So we will be back in 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy what you see here, the W3Champions finals. You are donating strong. We cracked the 5K. Swirty, thank you very much with the $10 donation as well. Thanks for the entertainment. Mango with the 20, wonderful. You can still go for the profile pictures, only available during the W3Champions Season 8 finals. They look like this, as you can see. Pumpkin with a Back to Warcraft logo on it, or the W3Champions logo on it. You will display that in your profile on W3Champions, in the loading screen of W3Champions, to show that you're a true supporter of the project, either the Back to Warcraft project or the W3Champions project, or both. Might take a day or two for the team to activate it, because there's a lot of purchases coming in. These $5 go directly to the prize pool. We don't take a share. W3Champions are taking a share. All for the players. And this was only day 1. I think the only bad news is that we almost ran out of stretch goals. If we reach 6K, then Governor adds another 250. But yeah, good stuff. Good day 1.
We can make some up. We can make up some stretch goals.
Okay.
What are you guys thinking? 10K, I shaved the mustache.
Unfortunately, we have to cap it at 9,999 because of a rule that Blizzard put up that community tournaments can only have a prize pool of like up to 10K. So we can't do that.
Why would they? Okay.
I don't know.
Little weird champ there, Blizzard. Not gonna lie. But okay, 9,999. I'll shave it off. How about that?
Damn.
Done. Stretch goal. Not really worth that much. I mean, this overlay, half the price of that, apparently, but that's all right.
All right, then. Schedule for tomorrow, the 4 one-on-one games. We start with the bottom part, Spiral, HawK, and Dice, and then later at like prime time, we get Todd at Neutron and the winner versus Hitman, because Neutron is US West and Hitman is US West as well. And Todd likes to sleep long, so we put these 3 at the end of the day and Spiral, HawK, Dice at the beginning of the day. And now we're going to close the stream for 10 minutes roundabout to enable this delay, and then we have an FFA show match for you guys. How about that?
How about that? Catch me outside.
Sounds very good. Can't wait to see the wildness of FFA as well. I have no idea what to expect, but it's going to be a good time, I imagine.
All right. See ya in 10 minutes.